Hello, everybody. Okay, ads are just finishing up. Moose is probably going to be trying to get into the bedroom. So if you hear him wiggling and writhing, that's why. Oh, you can leave him out here.
I'll kick him out when he gets annoyed.
Okay. Hi, Cosmic. Thanks for redeeming first. Welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, this episode was bomb. Honestly, it may have saved the season for me. I still have some problems, of course, because who doesn't have problems? Who doesn't have opinions? But oh my gosh, it definitely is getting better. Sophia, hi. Yay. Okay, you're all caught up. You're ready. Yes. How are you? Emily! Hi, friend. I've missed you too. I'm doing so well. I'm so happy you're here. Everyone, please check out my friend Emily's Divine. She's amazing. Also, please check out Cosmic. Cosmic is so close to reaching affiliate. So I think you need what, zero point 0.5 more average viewers and then you'll get it. So please do everything you can. Follow Cosmic and go hang out. Go hang out with Cosmic. That's so exciting. Wait, Cosmic, how many days is it until you come to the city and come visit? Also, here, I'll do a little shout out. 100 days. Oh my gosh, everybody, we're counting down. 100 days, 100 days. That's so exciting. Okay, I want to get right into this episode and talking about it and discussing it, dissecting it with you guys. So, if you haven't seen The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, spoiler warning ahead because we will be getting into the territory. I'm going to keep any spoilers from the game out of it, past things that we've already seen, just so that people who are watching it for the first time, everything stays clean. Everyone is not getting spoiled because that ruins it. That ruins the energy. But yeah, I'm so excited. Okay. With me for a second while you're gonna see a bunch of crazy things. So just look out, okay? You're about to see literally everything. Okay, here we go. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Pretend it's not there, pretend it's not there, pretend it's not there. You're not seeing anything. Nothing's there. Okay. We're in. Okay. All right. So this episode 5 was called Feel Her Love, which of course is the tagged slogan that the Seraphites put on all of their tags around Seattle. It's their saying, which was great. I loved it. My eyes were closed. Can confirm. Thank you, Emily. Thank you for keeping the thanks for keeping it true. Thanks for keeping it clean. Appreciate. See, everything was perfect. That was the smoothest transition you've ever seen on a stream. I want to dive right in. Okay. This opening scene was absolutely incredible. This actress, like she's been through it. Like you're like, what is going on? What's happening here? And she's smoking a cigarette, a hand rolled cigarette. Love it. Love that. Like the people's vices stay through the apocalypse. And we have the reveal that the spores are back and the spores are real and kind of more dangerous and even more disgusting than they are in the game universe. I love that the show was like, you know what? We didn't do the spores in the first season, but we kind of want to slash need to for the plot to work for season 2. So you know what? Let's just have it. Let's just make it happen. And I'm obsessed with that because it also works. Like the idea that this virus is ever changing is so interesting. It makes it feel more real and more true to life, and it makes it 10 times scarier. So like we've been in this universe now for 30 plus years. People are getting used to it. We see that with Ellie and Dina in episode 1 when they take down the clickers like super easily. Like, oh, we got this. The infected, they're nothing unless it's a horde. But then even then, we saw with the attack on Jackson, they're prepared for that kind of stuff. But now everything is brand new. We have the stalkers introduced, and we have now the spores. This scene, she's talking about her team out there. Oh my gosh. And she says she was radioing her best soldier, Leon, and he said, "It's in the air." The look on this woman's face when she said it's in the air, like you can see the fear in her eyes and the understanding of like how deep this goes on. Because when we're going into the scene, she's the this woman, she says, if you've come here to execute me, why isn't Isaac here? Like it should be coming from Isaac. And like so we're like probably like this woman did something bad, like what's up? This woman probably is going into it being like, I have to find out why a bunch of our men just died at her hand. Like what was the reason? What did she do? And when she realizes what it was and like the heroic choice that she had to make, she's like, fuck. She's like, we're not going to tell anybody about this except for extremely important people that need to know. And that's it. And I was like, yes, yes. Sophia said, as a girly who hasn't played the games, it's cool to see the virus evolving over time. Yes, it's such a cool choice. It's very, very cool. And I love how they're changing the design of the infected with the climate too, because mushrooms would grow differently in different climates. Like it's more wet in Seattle than it was in Jackson, where it's more arid and dry. So the look is even more like moist and like, it's more like mushrooms that would be found out west. So cool. Such a cool detail. And this, okay, so this actress was in the last episode in the beginning where we saw Isaac get out of the truck and like meet her. And when I first saw her, I was like, oh, she's the prophet from the Seraphites, because she kind of looks like the woman that they are like painting everywhere, but she's not. She's one of Isaac's soldiers now, and clearly by her talking to this person about a mission, giving orders, she's been ranked up very highly. So I'm intrigued if we're going to learn more about her, but it kind of debunks the theory that I thought that we were going to learn more about the Seraphite prophet, which we still might. I still don't know, but she's a pretty absent character in the game. She's someone that probably died a long time ago and people just like still believe in her teachings. So I don't know if we're ever going to see her, but it would be interesting if we do. But yeah, this scene was incredible. And then to kick it all off at the end, they're talking about this soldier. The last words in this exchange, I'm sorry about your son. It was her son that she locked in the basement and he died. That shit was crazy. But it's so genius because you have this woman who is a direct, again, this show is doing this thing with parent child relationships. This woman is faced with a very similar decision that Joel is faced with at the end of season 1. But Joel makes the selfish choice, which is saving Ellie over humanity. But then this woman is faced with the exact same situation, her team, her army, her people, her community, and her son. And she decides to not save her son because, in a way, she knows there is no saving him. It's just like, ooh, it's so juicy. It's so good. And the show is just constantly showing us, like, these decisions, like, what is the right decision to make? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Everyone has to make these decisions, but who does it affect the most? And who do we care about, you know? So tragic, extremely tragic. Yeah. Didn't even think about the parent-child thing. Yes, it's everywhere in this. It's everywhere. Even now with Ellie and Dina, there's a parent situation going on there. Dina is pregnant. She's about to be a mother. Ellie, as far as she is saying, she's going to be a father. And while that's like really corny in a way, it still adds to the theme of parenthood and your children and what you do for your people that you love in your family. Yeah, they were amazing. Absolutely amazing. A cold scene. I love a cold open. This show does it all the time. It's just absolutely perfect. So then, so if you don't know this already, Isabella Merced, who plays Dina, she played Dora the Explorer in the Dora live action. And the fact that Dina in this version is like the cartographer and like is the map girl and she's smart and she like makes all the directions. I loved this scene, but I had to put this comparison here because this is just, it's just too easy. Ellie is the boots to Dina's Dora. And I just think it's beautiful. But I absolutely love this scene where she's like listening to the radio and she's doing triangulation. What? I didn't know. What is that? I didn't know that was a thing. I was in the Ellie boat where I was like, I'm dumb. I don't know what's going on. Um, but this was great where she's been listening to the radio. They're getting a sense of who these people are. They're confident. And Adina makes the brilliant deduction that she's like, whoever the Seraphite people are, they must not use technology. She compares them to Amish people. Hilarious. But like, that's so smart because obviously, if this big group is confidently talking like no one's listening, they know that their enemy line, the Seraphites, won't use that against them. So like, very brilliant there for her. But I loved seeing more Ellie and Dina post like everything that happened. Everything still seems good between them, and they're really working towards this mission together, utilizing their strengths. Going back to the parent child sort of relationship, Dina, in a way, is parenting Ellie. She's like, let me plan. I know what to do. Follow my lead. This is what's going to happen. And like, you're there to help, but like, I'm in charge, basically. Um, oh, wait, I didn't get a picture of Ellie playing the guitar, but it happens again. She goes into the theater. The theater set, absolutely gorgeous, literally directly from the game. The actual theater that they filmed in, I believe, was not the one in Seattle, but it was in Vancouver somewhere. They did a lot of filming in Vancouver. But it looks exactly the same, like same scale, everything. The band set up, and she starts to play a little bit of Pearl Jam's If I Ever Were to Lose You, which, if you know from the game, um, that's a song that Ellie plays on the. You can play the guitar in The Last of Us Part Two as like a mini game sometimes, and that's the song that she'll always play. I'm not gonna spoil why, but I'm sure we're gonna find out very soon. But that was a very sweet moment. It was quick. I appreciated because the last episode when she sang, it was beautiful, obviously, but it was a little bit long. So I appreciated that they were just like a quick little guitar lick, boom, and it was great. It was beautiful. I can't wait to see more of the theater. I hope they do all the backstage stuff and that stuff that we see later, like the dressing room. Ooh. But yeah, then they set out. They're like, we're gonna go at night, and we're gonna attack them when they don't see it. We're gonna get to that hospital, and we're gonna get Nora. On their way, they see this. They see the Feel Her Love from the Seraphites with a bunch of dead Seraphites underneath it. Clearly, they had just been lined up against the wall and shot through, with them tagging "Feel This, bitch" underneath. It's like in that moment, Ellie sees that and is realizing the danger that she's putting Dina in, and she's like, we can go back. She doesn't say, I'm gonna stay. She says, I'll take you back. You shouldn't be out here, but I'm coming back. I'm gonna finish this mission. And Dina looks at her and is like, Ellie, I'm out here because the thing that happened to Joel is absolutely unacceptable. I have to be here. And we get a little bit more of Dina backstory than we never got in the game. We knew that Dina had a mom and a sister, but we don't know what happens to them. And here we find out that Dina's mom and sister were murdered by a raider. And that was the first person that Dina killed. And she says, if I went home, I was 8 years old. If I went home and that raider wasn't there, I would not have stopped hunting him until I found him. And so I appreciate that sentiment that she has such a reason to be out there beyond even Joel. She's like, this was already in her blood. It's not about Ellie, which I'm like, that's actually really a strong and interesting character choice. And I think in a way, I saw people online and even my own opinions being like, why isn't Ellie more angry? Why isn't she more traumatized and having like a PTSD response to Joel's death? And I think it's because in a way she got a little distracted in Dina and in the love and like the excitement of what that is, and like finally getting the girl she's been crushing on for, I'm assuming, a while now. And Dina reminds her of why they're there. Beyond our love, girl, we're good. We already settled our debt. I love you. We're good. I want to have this life with you, but we're here for a reason. And so like I was waiting for the Ellie crash out moment, but I think in a way I really love this more, at least for the show. It's setting Ellie on the right path, right? It's like, this is why we're out here. I'm not turning back. No, we're in this together. And there's also a theme of like duos and teams and like pairings. And I think in a way the game has to get rid of Dina at some point. They like she when they find out she's pregnant, that's pretty much when her stuff in the game ends. And she goes off, and Ellie goes off on her own for a bit. And then she teams up with someone else later that we'll talk about. But for the show, you don't waste this character like that. You know what I mean? A game is different. It's like you've already built up this for 2 episodes, 3 episodes, 4 episodes. You're building up this relationship. I think it's a strong choice for a show to keep them together, and to have Dina be the reminder for Ellie of why they're out there works for me. So this scene was great. Absolutely loved it. I think overall, BZ, hi, you're never late. You're here. Happy to see you. But I was just talking about Ellie and Dina and how Dina kind of snaps Ellie out of her funk and is like, girl, we have a mission to do, which loved. Sophia said, did the raider kill Dina's family? I was confused about that. Yeah. So as far as I know from what this scene was saying, Dina went outside like her mom never told her to do. When she came back, her mom and sister were dead, and the raider was still in the house, and she shot him and killed him. And she was saying, like, if I didn't go outside and if I didn't break my mom's rule, I maybe would have been dead too, you know? But I think in a way, she's like, maybe I could have protected them or something. So she really has a good reason to be out there, which is super strong because besides, I feel like in the game, Dina's just out there because she's already with Ellie and she like feels like she has to in a way. But this Dina feels like she has to, but in another way, which I love. Absolutely loved. The scene with the stalkers was wackadoodle crazy. So this first shot over here, she's like, oh, it's just one. Oh, it's one of the smart ones. Okay, we can take them on. Like, we'll be fine. We'll totally be fine. Like, it got me last time, but now there's 2 of us. Like, we're making a plan. Then we see, oh no, there's not 1. There's 2. No, there's 3. Wait, there's 4. There's 5. I'm trying to find them all in this picture, but they're in there and they're scary. I knew as soon as they got into this like dark space, I was like, the stalkers are coming back. They have to. And the sounds that they make, oh God, they're horrifying. And in this scene, we see a switch of, instead of Dina parenting Ellie, Ellie's like, fuck the plan. We're in survival mode purely right now. Get into that cage. I'm going to die for you. Basically is what she's saying. Switch up. Big switch up here. This shot where Dina's in the cage and the infected are crawling all around her. So scary, but so beautiful. Like the movement of these actors in this scene was insane. Absolutely insane. And then they're so strong. They were ripping open this cage. That was crazy. And there's like a brief moment where we're like, they lost. Like, they're done. Well, what are they going to do? Ellie literally got bit again. They didn't say anything, but like, look at Bella's face. Look at where the zombie is. She got bit again, dude. And so now this means that canonically she's been bit 5 times. Because it was 4 before this, now it's been 5. If Ellie was anybody else, she would have been dead. It's just crazy. I love that. I feel like in the game with the spores, you see that like, oh, Ellie is immune, whatever. But the show's really hitting it home hard with the like, she just keeps getting bit. And if she was anyone else, she would be gone. But she's not. That's what makes her special. That's why she's our main character. I also love how much of a role the infected are really playing in this season. Because in season 1, there's really like 3 episodes with infected total of all 9 episodes of the season. But here, they've been in almost every single episode. And I'm obsessed. It's like, thank God you're doing a zombie show. Come on, guys. And they're being so tasteful with it too. Like that's why I loved this scene with how artful it was shot and how creepy it was. The like the glare in their eyes, like dogs or deer in headlights, that like showing that this fungus is really turning them into something animal, something subhuman. Very cool. And then boom, 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 we hear some shots. Who is it? Who's there? For a second, well, I was like, is it going to be Jesse? Is it going to be Tommy? But like the way that it's shot and the way that he's styled, it looks like Joel. It does for a second there. I feel like Ellie just was bit, right? She's like, I'm about to get ripped apart. I'm about to die. Dina might die too. Am I seeing Joel right now with this heavenly light behind him? But no, it's Jesse. And everyone cheers. Everyone claps for Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. And Jesse saves them. And thank God he did, okay? And we get to see why he was ranked so highly at Jackson. He's a really good fighter. He took them out, boom, 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 just like that. And thank God. Oh my gosh. When I was watching this is when I felt like, okay, everything's back on track. Because when we'll talk about this soon, but when they are in the forest, in the park, they're like, how did you get here? And Jesse says, me and Tommy came after you. Thank God Tommy is out there. I was so nervous that they were writing him off, but like Tommy being out in Seattle is so important. It means so much to the story, okay? For Tommy's character specifically. So like, I'm like, everything's back. Everything's back. Everything's back. This little trio here, he goes, did you get bit? Dina immediately, no, she didn't. She didn't get bit. What are you talking about? You didn't see anything. She's not defending her girl. Would love to see it. And they go out fighting. They start shooting the wolf people and they run into the forest. What I absolutely loved about that is like as they're running into the forest, the wolves stop. They're like, no, we can't go in there. So we're like, uh-oh, what's in the forest? Fuck, shit's about to go down. The dynamic between Jesse and Ellie is very interesting to me because now we have this little love triangle going on. Obviously, Dina broke up with Jesse. They're kind of over. Dina is madly in love with Ellie. They say I love you to each other in this episode. It's very sweet. But Jesse definitely still cares for Dina and it feels very protective of her. So I think Jesse is absolutely pissed at Ellie. He says too, do you really think I want to talk to you right now? He's pissed at her. He's like, you brought my girlfriend out here to die. What the hell? We voted no, not to go out here. But Jesse definitely did vote it out yes, and I think that's why he went out here with Tommy, because Tommy also voted yes on the council. I know it in my heart. But still, he's the rule follower, right? He's not the rule breaker. He's like, you guys are not supposed to be out here. We're taking you home. This is dangerous. The shit out here is crazy. I'm sure him and Tommy saw the bodies that they saw, like saw the carnage of what's happening here in Seattle. So they know what's going on too. This scene in the park directly stripped from the game where they watch the ritual of what we saw in episode 4 when you saw the wolf soldiers hanging up and gutted. We see it happen again and we see like the rite behind it and what they say and the chants and like, ooh, it's spooky. It's spooky. It's spooky. And I loved every second of it. The design, the costume design for the Seraphites is so good. It just looks amazing. This forest that they set it in, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This guy with the beard, he so casually, he is free. Now he's free. I laughed. I laughed really loud at that. That was ridiculous. Because like these people are still human. You know, they're just very religious. They just believe in what they believe. But what they believe is right to them. Moose. He just knocked everything over. But they believe everything to be true. When they hear them and they say, let's fan out, literally, that was the game. I'm sorry. That is what happens. They like, you see them as a group, they hear you, they go, let's fan out, and then they spread across the forest. And then Ellie's best mechanic in the game is her stealth, and we see that. Bella hides in the tree. Absolutely hilarious. But for a second, they were really like zooming in on this girl with the braids here, this ginger girl. I love. She was great, giving face, serving face. I thought for a second we were gonna see like another little knife stab moment, but we didn't. We didn't need all that. But this scene was very scary, and it was amazing. The set was beautiful. This real park that they found, like directly from the game, like this overgrown park. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. These people are scary. They are formidable foes. It means business. And then an arrow shoots Dina. In the game, it shoots Ellie, but Ellie's alone at the point in the forest. But now she's with Jesse and Dina, so it's like somehow we got to get those guys out of here somehow. So I thought it was a good choice to have Dina be shot. Jesse kind of is the hero, right? He takes her back to the theater. We don't know what happens to them though. Ellie's supposed to meet up with them. Where does Ellie go? She sees the hospital in the distance. And finally, like, the rage blind Ellie is back. And she's like, I gotta go. I'm not gonna go check on my friend and my girlfriend. I'm going. That I was like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, it exactly looks like the game. I know, Cosmic. It's good. It's crazy good. I so appreciate all of the creative people behind this, and like, while it has its flaws, right? Visually, it's stunning, and it's just like an absolute ode to the original material. But I watched the making of the episode, and Bella brought up an interesting point about how Jesse kind of challenges Ellie's masculinity in a way. And because Ellie's out there to protect Dina, as far as she knows, but she failed to do that with the stalker encounter. But Jesse could. And Jesse still rescues her at the end of this episode. So I think, right, Ellie is rage blinded to go to the hospital to get Nora, right? But she also, in a way, is like kind of pissed. And she's like, I can't go back and be around Jesse and Dina right now. I'm kind of jealous of that situation. I'm going to go show that I can do what we came out here to do. This is what our mission was. So she goes. Boots and tea. How did Ellie get into the hospital? We don't need to see that. It doesn't matter. I love that we saw a little dog moment, because the dogs are a huge part in the game. She could just crawl through a little hole. Where did that hole go? I don't know, but it got her here. In the game, getting into the hospital is like a huge shootout scene, or it can be pretty stealthy. I know I've been replaying the game. When I just played it, I didn't know that scene, they have little spot towers that you can get up into, and so I got up in a spot tower and I just sniped people. That was sick. It was fun. But here we are with Tati Gabrielle. She's amazing. She's in so many different things. I think I know her the most from Sabrina. She's beautiful. She's gorge. And I love, we see her working in the medical field, like she was wrapping someone's bandages. She goes to clean the bandages. And then this scene, directly pulled from the game. The dialogue was like nearly identical. Sarah! Hi, did you just finish the episode? Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, Cosmic, yes! No, that's true. She's gonna be in the new Naughty Dog game. I can't wait to see their new game. This will be my first time playing a Naughty Dog game coming out for the first time, I think. Because I didn't play The Last of Us until 2020. And I didn't play The Last of Us Part 2 until 2025. So this will be my first time. And I really want to check out the Uncharted games. I know they're amazing. Space themed. That's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. I can't wait. Yes. Okay, so Sarah, the only thing you missed, basically everything up until that point. I talked about Jesse coming back. Yo, guys, Sarah texted me, and she was like, I have a theory. And I was like, I love it. Can I share this? Because it makes me laugh. Well, first of all, I'll talk about who you thought Abby was first. So Sarah said, so this whole time when I was watching, I was like, damn, I got spoiled. And I was like, oh, you found out what happens. And she was like, yeah, like, I don't know, based on watching this first episode of this season, how are Abby and Ellie gonna get together? Like, I thought they're like the romance. And I was like, no. And she was like, I'm confused on how they're gonna need to do a lot of talking about this to, work the relationship out. Ugh, why is Dina here? We gotta get Dina out of the way somehow so Abby and Ellie can hook up. You didn't know. You didn't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, I'm sure there's a fanfic out there about that. I absolutely bet there is. Um, but Sarah's other theory was that the Seraphites think are like praying to Ellie, but not knowing that it's Ellie, but like the idea that somebody's immune and that's who the prophet is, which I'm like, is really interesting. Is that true? I don't know. But it's an interesting theory. Interesting theory. For someone who doesn't know the source material at all, I'm like, I'll take that. That could be something. That could be something. Especially because of how much they're hitting home her immunity this season. Like, it's really a big theme in it all. Anyways, this standoff here between the two of them, absolutely fierce. Directly from the game. And then we go into the chase scene. Iconic, so much fun. The only screenshot that I could find from the from the chase scene was when she pushes the wheelchair and Ellie trips over it. I don't know why that got me so good, but she just flips over it. Oh, it made me laugh. Oh, it made me laugh. It made me chuckle so much. But the chase scene was epic, and we get to the elevator scene. That was crazy, where the elevator drops down when she shoots her and the bullet is right next to her head. Damn, she was so close. Damn. Ellie might have never known about the spores. God damn. But of course, magic of writing, magic of theater. Here we go. Ellie makes her way down into B1 or B2, where the spores are. And something we learn about in the very first scene is that this hospital, the ground levels, is where they brought the very first infected patients in Seattle. So the infection here has been festering for years, and in the hot and moist climate, it makes sense why it would mutate to become spores like here. The makeup and the set design is some of the most disgustingly beautiful and intricate things I've ever seen on a television show before. Like, take a look at some of these. Like, this guy, this whole wall here, somebody built that. That's insane to me. The makeup here, these actors, what is the most tragic about it is that these individuals who are infected, they don't have the attacking instinct that the other infected do. So like these people aren't even zombie like, they're just like there, and they're breathing in air and breathing out spores as it's infecting their bodies until one day they just totally get taken over by the mushrooms. Like, who knows how many bodies are behind there? Like, absolutely disgusting. And if you've played the game, you know what might be coming soon, which, holy shit, we're probably gonna have to wait the next season to see it, but I can't wait to see how they do it, because they're going to. If they've done all this, they're going to. Yeah, this scene was crazy. Emmy, I agree. I like, they'll definitely get an Emmy for visual effects and set. Like, they have to. Need to know how they did the spores. I know. So cool. It's so cool. I'm sure the spores that you see going across the screen are like just a visual effect. But it still looks really good. And then of course we see that woman's son from the beginning that she was talking about, because she was Lieutenant Park, and we see L Park, Leon Park is who she was talking about. Heartbreaking. And like, really, it's so heartbreaking that they just sit there. Is that the lady's son? It is. I know. Like, so awful. But Ellie can't stay for long because our baby girl, she's got a mission. She's got a mission. She's got to find Nora down here. And Ellie knows now about the spores. So she knows Nora is infected, and she knows that she is fine herself. We got the standoff here. They use red lighting so decisively in this show. We saw it in episode 4. red means danger. Red means violence. And green, I'd say, is like really the like main part of the show. So it's like clear. Red is an opposite color. They do it so well. And this whole scene painted in red. And we see finally the rage of Ellie and really what's been pent up inside of her for so long. When Nora says that bitch motherfucker got what he deserved, oh my god. Yo. Hi, Frankie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Um, we're right towards the end of the analysis. Ellie does what Abby did to Joel. She picks up that pipe and she tortures her. She doesn't go right for the head. She says, "Tell me where Abby is." She says, "No." Whack. "Tell me where she is." "No." Whack. And it cuts. We don't know. We don't know what happened. We don't know if she got information out of her. But we know Nora did not make it out of this alive. Ellie murdered her, tortured her brutally. Is it just? Maybe. Do we know? Not yet. But then as they're breathing in the spores, Nora knows what the spores are. I'm assuming because she's set at her mission is to be at the hospital, so I'm sure she was one of the people who were told about it. She realizes, you're her. It's real. I think in the very first episode, when we see Nora previously, when she's younger and she still has long hair, she says, "We don't even know if the immune girl is real. It's a myth. It's not a thing." It's proven here. You're her. The rage on her face. Look. Bella. She ate down. Absolutely ate down in this scene. I'm so glad that they brought the spores back, because I don't know how you do this moment without it, right? Because you need to have the moment of Nora being like, "Oh my god, you are immune." Because if Ellie got bit, she wouldn't believe her. We don't have time to sleep through the night like she did with Dina, you know? And there's not that same trust there. So like they had to bring in the spores. It happens quick. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I'll talk about my umbrage with this, something she says at the end. But right now I'm just giving it its praises because I think it deserves it, because I kind of tore into it last episode. Nora says, "Joel killed all of those people. Don't you know what he did?" And she goes, "I know." That line delivery was crazy. That was boss. Scary and horrifying. The question that we had been asking ourselves up to this point, we're like, what does Ellie know what Joel did? Why is she so pissed at him? She answers it. She says, "I know." We don't know how she knows yet. We'll find out, I hope. She knows. But she doesn't care. That is the really important part. She does not care. She knows what he did, but she still thinks she's still on this path. She knows what's right. I'm assuming we'll talk about next episode. Oh, of course. And then broke my heart. Broke my heart. The perfect way to end it. You see this horrible red violence, like anger. And that's what it's all for. It's for him. He goes in the door. He says, "Hey, kiddo." And next episode, we are getting the flashback at the museum. I can't wait. I think in this episode, they're gonna, from the trailer, it looks like it's mostly flashbacks. So in the game, they like sprinkle in the Joel flashbacks throughout the Ellie day 1, day 2, day 3 of Seattle. My assumption is they're gonna do maybe a couple of them, or maybe it'll be just this one, and then we'll go back to, what happens after Nora. But I have a feeling now that we know that Ellie knows, we're gonna have to see the flashback of her finding out, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But that's it. That's it for the analysis. I'm gonna read the comments and then I'm gonna talk about my thoughts. Sarah said, when Ellie was running, I was like, babe, you're not immune to bullets. Hello. True. But see, like in the rage, she was like, I just gotta go. I don't care if I get shot right now. I will make it. I'm not letting this person live. Like, it's so cool to see. Um, Frankie said, in a way, this really is The Last of Us, part two. When she said, I know, I had chills about Joel. Yes, it was crazy. My theory, oh, here we go, everybody. My theory is she wasn't told. She realized it in the moment and doesn't care. Oh, interesting. She's so livid. He could have done anything and it would have been justified because of how much she loves him. Oh, I do love that. I do love that. Oh, God, I'm going to be a mess, says Sophia. I know. Guys, I also know nothing. Please ignore me. No, I love it. I love it because that means that you're you're the perfect fan base for this, right? You have no idea of what's coming next. So like that's what they want. They want people to be able to tune in and be like, oh, what's happening? It's the game people over here who are suffering. Okay. So I'm going to say something that I'm actually interested to hear from you, Sophia and Sarah, because you haven't played the games before. But this is an issue that I've been having with the writing of this season about specifically this one detail. In the episode 2, when Abby kills Joel, we hear her why. We hear the reason. She says, my dad was the surgeon who was gonna cure the infection, was gonna cure the cordyceps, and you killed him. He was my father, and you fucked up all of humanity. You're dead. And in a way, it's good to know the why, right? But I'm nervous for later on, where this isn't a spoiler, but in the game, you play as Abby. You play as Ellie and Abby. So I'm assuming season 3 is going to be about Abby, like her side of the game. And in the game, that's when you learn about Abby. Joel and Ellie never know who she is or why she did what she did. And so I think it damages the storytelling and the characters a little bit. Now Ellie knows who Abby is. She knows that her dad died. So in a way, it does make the side of the coin of like they are more of the same hit harder, but like I don't know, for me it I don't know, it kind of cheapens it a little bit. Like they should have waited to give us that payoff a little bit more, you know? Um Frankie said, I've never played the game, and then said, I lied, I did play it. I felt like lying. Frankie. Yeah, Cosmic, please, I want to hear what people think. Um, Honestly, as a non-game player, I guessed that Abby was the doctor's daughter in season 2, episode 1 work, but I wasn't certain. Sure. Yeah. That's fair. I mean, they do, it is all right there. It's like, why else? Why else would she be out there, you know? Because it's like, why does this girl care so much? But I guess it's not really affecting things in that way. I think from the game perspective, it's such a great gag about halfway through you play as Ellie, you play as the revenge quest, and then when it switches to Abby's perspective and immediately you find out who she is, you're like, oh fuck. And it just kind of sets you up better. But it's a TV show. It's a little bit different. You kind of maybe need the why, I guess. You already have the mystery of like why is Ellie mad at Joel, so like having another one is like what are we doing? But I don't know. But like the perspective of not knowing Abby's motive is a little bit more interesting to me. So when Nora told Ellie, I was like, oh shit. That was the only thing that made me be like, poo poo. But we'll get, this episode kind of like rearranged all my thoughts, and I'm like, okay, I feel better. I feel better. Kind of reset everything. Jesse's out there now. We know Tommy's out there. We don't know where he is, which is just like in the game. We don't know where Tommy is. So like that's all good. But Ellie knowing now who she's going after, instead of just Joel's killer, she's now going after Joel's killer who had a dad like she did, and Joel killed that dad. And so it makes the justice of it feels a little bit more unbalanced in a way. But maybe it makes Ellie more of a flawed character in a way, which makes her more interesting. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm very excited to see next episode. I will probably be crying the whole time. This part in the game is one of my favorites. It's beautiful. It's after a very violent, scary part in the game, and you get like to breathe for a second, and that's exactly what we did here. We saw Ellie do something extremely uncomfortable. We see her do what Joel did in front of her many times. He always was torturing people for information. He was very violent, and she is carrying that on. And it was a really good sentiment of like, when does the violence end? When does the cycle of violence end? And who ends it and why? Guys, there's such good TikTok edits that I need to share with you, but I can't yet because you don't know what happens. Oh, are we still interested? Do we still want to keep watching? Because I'm back. I'm back. For me personally, I'm back. You know what I am upset about though? Moose, that's my camera. Moose, stop. Stop. There's only 2 more episodes left. There's only 7 episodes. Moose. Sorry, he's on my camera. Buddy. Move your butt. Move it. Moose, come on, I was cooking. He's got to be a jerk. Don't look at my apartment. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. But I only want you to see a very specific part of it. Okay. But yeah, there's really only 7 episodes, and I'm a little upset about that. I'm a little bitter boots, because honestly, there hasn't been enough episodes for me to be like, yes, this season I can't. Like, I just got to episode 5 where I was like, I can't wait to see what they do next, and then it's gonna be over, and then I have to wait 2 more years for the next season. Like, at first I was excited about it, the second game being split into 2 seasons, because I was like, great, this means like more time with the show. Like, that's so exciting. Like, we're gonna get to take time with their characters. But honestly, this episode had a huge pacing problem for me. Everything was like boom, boom, boom. It was 45 minutes long for like a really, really important part in the game and for the show and for these characters and for the plot. And every scene just kind of like flew by. They were beautiful scenes. They were amazing, but it was like, whoa, 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 where are we? What are we? Oh, Jesse? Oh, he's gone? Okay, he had 3 lines? What? So I hope that this next episode slows things down, but like still gives us enough context and content and doesn't start answering the questions, right? I think it will. And I already know what the last scene of the last episode is going to be. It has to be this, or else they're flawed, because that will hopefully make people want to be like, what happens next? But I don't know. The game has the advantage of, when you get to this halfway point and you switch over to Abby, you can keep going. But now people are going to have to wait. And I'm just a little bit nervous that the season hasn't done. Feel free, people that haven't watched it before, if you disagree, and if you're like still excited to keep watching, I'm just nervous that the waiting period is going to make people be like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't really care what happens next. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's just where I'm at with it. But I'm very, very excited. Okay. Any other thoughts? Please feel free. Give me your theories. Give me your analysis. Give me your thoughts on the game. Keep things spoiler free up to like how much we know. Talk about your favorite characters, parts of the episode, anything you want to say. And I'm going to catch up on chat. Sarah said, I feel like as an outside viewer, one of the strengths of the show is the demonstration that despite any cruelty shown, You have an understanding that in their worldview, it's justified. You're forced to confront how desperate you would get. Yes, yes, I love it. I think that knowing would have me like, huh, girl, what? I do wish she hadn't told Ellie. Yeah, I'm still iffy in my opinion. Yeah, Cosmic. I kind of like when I was talking about it, I felt more of the anger of like, but that's not what they did in the game. And as I was talking about it, I was like, well, it is the show. I guess it can be different. And like, is it changing things that much? And in a way, it kind of makes the point harder that Abby and Ellie are the same. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of that scene is being like, damn, she did exactly what Abby did. And we're supposed to not like Abby. Are we not supposed to like Ellie now? She left her pregnant girlfriend behind while she just got shot with an arrow to go do that. So it's like we're starting to see the moral compass shift back and forth more, which is interesting. Um, but I'm glad that we as the audience know because it made me hurt for Abby despite her killing our dad. Totally T. Yeah, like I think the showrunners were afraid of people hating Abby off the jump like you do in the game, and like the Laura Bailey who voiced and did the motion capture for Abby in the game got a lot of backlash from the fans, and I think they almost were too protective of Caitlin Denver, I think is her name, um, and it in a way dampered the reveal just a little bit. But I'm glad that you feel that you like that, you know, because it does already put you in a more open position to accept Abby, which maybe since they were going to split it into 2 seasons, now if season 3 is focusing on Abby, we're going to be more inclined to watch because we're like, now I want to see what this girl does, you know? I saw a post that was like, these really are it was like a picture of Abby with the giraffes and Ellie with the giraffes, and it's like these are just two girls who are at the mercy of the world that is violent around them, and it's about how they just make their life through it all, which I was like, it yeah, that is, these are two young women, like this is the only world that they've known, and this is how they make it right. You have to make up your own laws in this universe. What is just? um a lot of it has to do with Ellie not being in blind rage. I agree. That's what my problems were from like most of the episodes, but I feel like we finally saw the blind rage here. And I hope it can keep up the momentum, you know, especially for the stuff that we're getting to. Um Sophia said the cycle, parents, love, life, death. Yeah, those are the themes. Those are the themes. There's only 2 more. I know. Only 7. I saw that. I looked at the like episode list and there's only 7. So only 2 more weeks of this. I literally just started doing these review things. Come on. Like what? Um a lot of TV shows of this size usually get 12. I know. Like Andor's 12 per season. Like even the first season was 9, which I thought was pretty small. But like they are making like movies. Like these are really intense shoots for them, I'm sure. Um I haven't seen the show, but I know the actress who plays Abby in the show was Nathan Drake's daughter at the end of Uncharted 4. Oh, cool. Wait, I love that. I bet that's how she got this gig because she already knew the creators. Wait, that's sick. Yes, Caitlin Dever. Cosmic says, all right, I think Ellie's rage at the end of this episode is unearned. Hey, you have the floor. I'm all ears. Cause like, I get it. It is like, that's what I was worried about with the previous episode of how like happy Ellie still was. There was no like, because in the game, sorry, I'm gonna just compare it to the game because that's what this is. This is Twitch. I play games. I like show, but I play game. Game came first. I love game. When Ellie finds out Dina's pregnant and she dismisses her and says, "You're a burden. I'm going. I'm leaving." The rage is even furthered. She's like, the person that I trusted didn't tell me something about herself, and now she's holding me back. Fuck you. I'm going even further now. I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm angry. And then we get to Nora and it's this explosion. Here in the show, I agree, Cosmic. It's like everything's bubbling under the surface, but we don't even see it really bubbling until she just breaks. Cosmic said, I think it stems back to the differences between the game and the show. Exactly. Ellie has been more neutral throughout most of the season emotionally. I feel like Ellie should have gradually gotten angrier each episode. Let her have small moments where it lets the viewer know that her being in high spirits is a facade. Right, because they set that up with Gale. When we see her in episode 3 and Gale is like, how are you doing? Ellie's like, I'm great, I'm fine, like everything's totally chill. And she walks down that hallway and we see her demeanor change. It's all there. And so I'm like, what are they're wasting it a little bit. So I agree. I wish it was episode 4 really was tough. Like I liked a lot of it, but the emotional stuff between Ellie and Dina really kind of got in the way of the mission, right? And of it dampened who their characters are in a way. And now we only have 2 more episodes with them. What are we gonna do? Like, where do we go from here? It's kind of crazy having Nora be the peak of the anger. You know what I mean? Like, well, it should be the peak, but it shouldn't be the catalyst, right? There should be something else before. And we see, going back to the scene where she's playing the guitar, there is a brief moment where she starts singing the song and she stops because she feels herself remembering Joel. She feels the emotions coming up and she does look angry. And it's a quiet moment. It's by herself. Oh, oh my gosh. Zen, hi. Thanks for the follow. Also, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Everybody, this is Zen. Absolutely love this streamer. An amazing energy. Absolutely, I'm giving you a shout out. Go follow this girl. My heart is so big for her, okay? I watched Zen. The first time I watched Zen stream, she was playing The Last of Us Part 2. And I got to, like, in real time watch somebody new experience the story. And oh baby, it was drama. I was fighting for my life in that chat room, but in the best way possible. You have the best community ever. But y'all were Abby haters. And I was in there defending her with my life. But absolutely love you. You're an amazing personality. So happy you're here. Welcome to chat for the first time ever. And thanks for the follow. But we were just wrapping up our analysis, but I'm so glad that you got in here at the end. Have you been watching the season? And what are your thoughts? Because, baby, I got some crazy thoughts where the chat is a little divided right now about Ellie's rage and how that's been depicted in the show versus how it is in the game. So interested, if you have any thoughts, please let me know. I've been watching and yes. Yeah. And this is fresh for you. Like it's right on the mind. So you're like you were just in the headspace of these characters and so now you're seeing it again. Cosmic said having Nora break the facade that she has been desperately trying to hold onto with the Joel comment. Yeah. Yes. Right. I don't know. This ain't my Ellie. Oh my fucking god. No. It's like I'm gonna defend my Bella as much as I can because it's like it's not their fault, obviously. Um and I like this show, but it is frustrating when you know what this character has been and should be feeling like, and it feels like the writers aren't giving it the same attention, and they're going like the Dina Ellie is feeling like a love plot that's in the way of the story instead of like adding to it. It's tough. Oh, sorry everybody. If you're in ads, don't worry. We're gonna just keep chatting, but we love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Um, Frankie said, honestly, I didn't really super like the story of the Last of Us 2 game. Most of what I remember from that time was Ghost of Tsushima came out soon after and changed my life. Well, I saw a lot of people be like, The Last of Us 2 season 2 is making people like the game more. Because the Last of Us part 2 is very disliked largely, I would say. Clearly, like people are mad that Joel is dead. And that is understandable. I think I think the story is very interesting. I think it's really compelling for me. I love Ellie and Abby as characters. Um, in my and they have their I have my own reasons for loving who they are, but there are moments in the show where I'm like, I think it was last episode I said I'm getting a little fatigued defending the show. I think this episode gave me a little bit more to defend. I think like the semblance of things are starting to be there. But again, I'm like we have two more episodes left. I'm like, "Oh no." The game was great. Graphics and gameplay were fantastic. Yeah. It's incredible. Like one of the best games like ever. The combat is so fun. It's like engaging, and you can do it you can play it 5 times and play it differently every time, which I love. Which is not always like true about games like this. And I remember being super invested until about 75% of the way it started to feel like a waste of time. Fair. That is so fair. I remember playing the first 13 hours in one sitting. Yeah. See, I think a lot of people started to lose interest once you play as Abby in the game. For me, when you play as Abby in the game, I like locked in even more. I don't know. Like there was something it really spoke to me about learning about this person that we hate and being forced to play as her and like experience her side of the story. I loved it personally. Um but it makes sense. It makes total sense. Ellie and Joel are our babies. We know them, like we know their story. We played them in the first game. So to introduce this third person, it's like, why do I have to care about her? But I thought it was interesting to be like, there are more people out there, you know, and like how do our lives and our actions affect others? Is just really good storytelling for me. Zen said, my biggest critique for the show is that I feel like they completely missed the theme of the game. Ellie isn't supposed to find joy because she's consumed by his grief and vengeance. Agree, hard agree. Like Abby, by missing this, they are completely changing the dynamic of the story. Ellie sat there and said, I'm going to be a dad. Girl, if you're so excited for that, go home. Yes. No. Yes, Zen, you are right. You are right. And I think the show is afraid to make Bella unlikable. They're making them really the same Ellie that we loved from season 1 where she's goofy and silly and like, but the whole point of Ellie is you are supposed to start being a little uncomfortable by her actions in the game, and you're supposed to be like, this isn't the person that I know. And I think with the short time frame of episodes only being 7 episodes, doing it on episode 5 where you see her break out of her character, it's a little too late, you know. I'm still excited to see what happens next. I can't wait for next episode with the flashbacks with Joel. It's gonna make my heart absolutely melt, but I can't help but agree. um like saying Frankie said, like saying this is as a huge fan of the first game, I don't think I carried hate for Abby in the game. I just took it as the story unfolded. Like of course I was sad when Joel died, but I didn't hate any character for that. Thank you for being normal. um Zen said, but Ellie is unlikable. Ellie is Abby level unlikable. um oh, Sarah brings in an interesting point. How much does the real world politics we live in impact the decisions being made in the writers' room? I don't know. I don't know, Sarah. Maybe. I think a lot of it has to do with like public perception on social media and how easy it is to throw hate out there now. Um, I don't think we should get into Neil Druckmann's politics. That's a can of worms. Yeah. um, fair. Cosmic, you're right. You're right. By them playing it safe, they are retroactively making her unlikable in an unintended way. Right. Because when Joel is killed and Ellie is screaming out and crawling to him, like that was all, they were setting us up for being like, yes, I want to be with you on this journey to get revenge for Joel. And so we're feeling that. Dina is feeling that. And then so seeing Ellie not in that same headspace is just confusing. And then all of a sudden we're like, what's going on? I still am like, I'm glad we got there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad we're still seeing it and it's still carrying out. Like, I feel like this episode, tell me if you agree or disagree, but this episode got us back on track. Like, Jesse is out there, Tommy's out there. We saw Ellie in the blind rage. I'm like, we're okay, we're back. And so I hope we can, like, keep carrying it on, you know? Ellie going on a killing spree makes no sense without the pure anger. Agree, agree, agree. They turn this into a love story. This makes Ellie look way much worse, to be honest. I know. Hey, maybe you're gonna like Abby more this time around. No, I can't. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone, all this is fair. I'm so open to these thoughts. Um, but yeah, I that's where we're at right now with episode 5. That's where we're at with the season. We've got 2 episodes left. Hopefully it leaves an impression. We have some people in chat who have never played the game, have never seen the game, and they're enjoying the show, which I think like is important to me too, you know, like the base of the story is still there. They are tweaking it in ways that make it frustrating for people who know what the story can be and is. And so I think that's where a lot of the like frustration comes from. I have words about Abby, but at this point I'm leaving it up in the air. I've accepted this won't be what I wanted it to be. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's disappointing because this happens with adaptations, right? The hype is there. The casting, the set, you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And season 1 did it so right. Like, season 1 of the show was a perfect marriage of the game and adaptation. The things that they changed in season 1, I was like, oh my gosh, episode 3 of season 1, nobody will forget that episode of television ever. That was the most beautiful storytelling I've ever seen in an episode of television. And that made the hype for this even higher. And I do think maybe it's proving that the second game maybe isn't as strong of a game, which I think is clear. The first game is so good. I gotta replay it at some point. And we're just seeing the holes a little bit clearer now, and everything that they were trying to change feels cheap, feels like it doesn't make sense, which is unfortunate. I still am enjoying it because I still love the people involved, and I still love seeing something I love being brought to a bigger audience, being brought to life. Is feels really cool. Um, but it is unfortunate that it's not exactly what we wanted it to be. More power to the people enjoying the show. It's me. It's me. It's me. I'll be fighting for the rest of my life about this. As of now, it's not really my cup of tea. Sophia said, y'all said everything so well. I'm excited to watch the next 2 eps. See, yeah, I'm glad that you're still excited to watch. That's what's important to me. Cosmic says a lot of video game adaptations tend to make changes for the sake of making changes rather than making a cohesive narrative. Like, I'm no writer, but I can understand when a story isn't satisfying to experience. But hey, don't let the Debbie Downer ruin your enjoyment of something you like. No, I don't think you guys are being Debbie Downer at all. You're being real. Like, this is what we're talking about, our opinions, right? And I am taking in your opinions, and they are 100% valid, you know? At least they didn't cast Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake and Sully. True. Damn. Sorry, Frankie. That is so funny. I've never seen the adaptations that they did. And I need to play those games. I've never played them. I heard they're like amazing though. Because Naughty Dog makes good games. They make great games. Um but yeah, but thank you all for watching the analysis that we did. Final thoughts one more time, and then I'm going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to switch over to some Persona 5. I haven't even booted up the game yet, so it might be a kind of a long break. Uncharted 3 is my fave game of all time. The Uncharted movie is okay. Real. So real. Yeah, yeah. I will say, Cosmic, when I watched this episode, when I watched episode 4, I was like, oh God, where is this going? When this episode came on, I still was like, okay, but I felt like I was able to breathe a little bit more and be like, okay, I feel like we're kind of back. At this point, I don't think anyone is going to be 100% satisfied. And like, this is what we got, you know? Um, I still think the people clearly have put a lot of time, energy, and effort into it, and like, they should get their flowers for that. Um, but it is disappointing when it's not exactly, you know, it's like, it's your precious baby, you know? I am nervous that in the writer's room, it's a lot of Neil Druckmann kind of being shoot off the rug, and he's on it just because it's his game and his baby. You know, there's probably a lot of behind the scenes things that we don't know about that are happening, and you know what? That's what it is. But thank you all. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm excited to talk about the next 2 episodes because we're gonna have a lot of opinions, clearly, and I love it. I love it. I love the spiciness. I love the heatedness. But yeah, that's what I mean. Wait, is Craig Mason's the writer on the show, right? And then Neil is the writer of the game, or is it reversed? Because I think whoever's the writer of the show is, yeah. I think Craig Mason is the one that's like being like, yeah, Neil, that's a great idea. I love that in the game. Let's do this instead. What if there's a love story that's more tangible? People are gonna love that. You know, that's what I think. That's what I think might be happening. Because this, like I said before, this episode had a serious pacing issue for me. This whole season has kind of been a mess with pacing. The first episode was really great. I was really excited for everything that they were building up. Episode 2 was amazing, and then episode 3 was so slow. And it like felt like it needed to be slow, but like we only saw Ellie mourning like a couple times. Like, then we were wasting time with the jury voting if they should go or not. And then Seth had more of a character, and I was like, why does he have more of a character? Then episode 4, they're out in Seattle. We're like, yes, finally the mission is happening. What? It's a love story now? Crazy. The scenes are like still good. They're still great scenes. The acting is still great. But it's like, and then this episode I think was my favorite though, by far. Just because of how much happened, even with the pacing issues, I was like, yes, I'm getting so much. My brain worms are tingling. Um, but yeah. Honestly, they def got the short end of stick with episode length and the amount of time they were given. Yeah, I know. I don't know why this episode was only 45 minutes long. They should all be an hour. Because like a 45-minute episode for this amount of drama? What are we doing? What are we doing? Um, well, we still have a lot to see. Still can't wait to see it as a full picture, a full piece. I'm hoping it just keeps getting better. But yeah, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Everybody, W discussion. Thank you. I love these too. This is something that I want to start moving into a direction eventually. I love watching YouTube video essays, and I think if I had all the time in the world, that is something that I would love to do. So I'm gonna maybe sprinkle some more of these in there. We're gonna do some rankings, some tier rankings would be fun. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll do when I finish Persona 5 in 5 years. I'll do like a ranking of that, of like I'll do like ranking of party members, I'll do a ranking of confidants, I'll do a ranking of bosses, like stuff like that. That would be fun. Well, Frankie, just as you came back, I'm going on a break. Going on a break to switch over to Persona 5. Feel free to stick around, do whatever you want. But yeah, but I'm gonna take a little break. Wait, Sarah has a question. Shoot, what's your question? Also, what kind of food did you get, Frankie? I'm curious. Does anyone have any recommendations for playthroughs of The Last of Us that they really enjoyed? I personally really enjoy I enjoyed Julian Solomita playthrough. I'm just a really big fan of him. Like he's the streamer that I watch the most. And he played through this game and he's really good. It's like chill. He talks but not too much where it doesn't really get in the way. And it like keeps the gameplay like pretty clean and clear. So I would recommend him, but I'm like anyone else has there. That's just what I did when I played the games and then watched. Berlizzi, oh, I bet he has an amazing one. He's a really funny personality. If you haven't seen him before, Sarah, he's awesome. You might love him. Ooh, roasted chicken and rice, clean. I love it for the gains, of course, of course. I have some barbecue chicken in my fridge. Remember, I said that I was gonna eat dinner before stream, and I kind of took up too much time making this PowerPoint and finding all the screenshots. Guys, there was like 50 screenshots in this. I had to download them all and then put them in here, and then this was still the best part. Anyone who has came in a little bit late, we'll just look at this. If you don't know, Isabella Merced played Dora in the Dora live action. This was this is what I left it off where the last episode I was like, where is Tommy? Now we know where Tommy is. Well, we don't know where he is, but he's out there. Spores are coming. We got a little bit more Seraphite lore, not about the Prophet, but we got more about the Seraphites. We don't know if Ellie's in Ground Zero. She's close to Ground Zero. She was like, I think they were talking about the basement levels. She was in B1 or B2, but we don't know what lurks in B3. And then we had our Nora moment, of course. It was amazing. Okay, wait. Let me everyone close your eyes. We're going back to just chatting. Frankie said, if I was in The Last of Us, I would just simply not die. Yeah, because you're built different as fuck, Frankie. Like, if there was a real cordyceps outbreak, I might have to step in. See, Frankie, you would be like Abby. You'd just be punching them. Just like that. Do you have a tablet? I do. Meta. That's what I use. I use it as my second monitor to read chat. Because when I'm playing games, it's on my laptop on my main monitor. So I use chat over there. I would love one day to have another real monitor. I would love to have a full PC set up one day. Honestly, I think I could get away. That's a scene switcher. That's genius. How do I do that? We'll talk. Okay. I'm going to be DMing you later. Okay, let's go on a little break. We'll be back in a little bit to play some games, and then we'll say goodnight. Okay. Be about. Thank you, BZ. Welcome back. I had another thought about the show while I was on break and talking to my partner, who's straightening a wig right now and rearranging our bedroom. Love. What should have happened is Ellie should have been pissed at Dina when she revealed that she was pregnant. And they still should have kept the scene where I love that Dina doesn't get pushed aside like she does in the game. I love that Dina is out there with Ellie, like with her. I wish that we could have seen her get pissed. And I wish that the scene where Dina's like, you didn't even ask me who my first person I killed was. There could have been that scene with so much anger behind it for both of them. That could have been way more interesting and compelling than what happened. Because instead we got like this. We were like, oh, grief, boo, dip. She's happy. Really so much rage for no reason. For no reason at all. So I think that's probably where they could have kept everything that they've done. It was literally just those last 10 minutes of episode 4 that kind of made the whole season go. Also, I need to set game persona 5 royal. That's no more 2 cents. Oh, also on Sunday, my friend had a little paint and sip party where we went to her house. It was for her birthday, and we drank some drinkies, and we watched a painting tutorial on YouTube, and everyone painted the same painting, and I have them here. These, I want you to guess whose is whose. One of them is mine, one of them is my partner's Lee. My partner's Lee. It was this little fairy landscape. Okay, guess. This is painting number 1. And then this is painting number 2. Both beautiful. Love them. Who did what? Wait, okay, you think this one was Lee? And this one's me? I'm gagged! Guys, I did this one. And Lee did this one. Wow. Wait, okay, I guess you guys haven't really seen much of my art style, because I feel like this one is so me.
Well done, mama.
Oh, BZ, you always get me with that. And then this one is so Lee. She's like the dainty makeup artist. I'm like the heavy-handed like sketch artist. They're still both beautiful. My favorite part of mine is my this ladybug over here has like the squintiest eye ever, and is like this one. They're like staring at each other, and they have like a little rivalry going on. Yay! Thank you, Breezy. That's so kind. Yeah, it was a super fun thing to do. Highly recommend doing it. Maybe we should do that on stream one night, or like a Discord night. When we make the Discord, a couple more followers, 13 more followers, I'll make a Discord, and maybe we'll do like a little paint night. That would be fun. That would be so fun. Lee's dragonfly, look at this. Look how cute that is. So good. The leaves on the ferns, also amazing. Oh, I never know where the camera is. Embarrassing. Streamer doesn't know what's going on. My favorite part of mine, Cosmic, thanks for lurking. Enjoy your lurk. My favorite part of mine is the mushrooms. Like, I kind of ate down. Okay. Are we ready for some persona? Maybe we can get into some cunty fights today, as BZ would say. Oh no! Don't look. Don't look. No. Hello? 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 Oh, there we go. Okay. So when I last time I played, there was some doubling up on sound happening. So let me know if that's happening again. If you can hear, if it sounds like two audios are coming out of the same system, let me know. Or if there's no audio at all, let me know. Okay. Also, just so everyone knows, my voice is getting a little tired. We did literally almost 2 hours of chatting. So not 2 hours, it was an hour. So hopefully bear with me. I might not be able to do the super awesome voices as I usually do. But I think we just have to go right to bed.
Were you just going to go to sleep without even wondering where I was?
Okay, let's see.
I take it the chief told you about Futaba, and then you guys disbanded in relief for now?
Okay, I think it's fine. Cool. Where were you?
You can't underestimate my intel gathering skills, you know.
Thanks, Beezy. Yeah, I think it sounds
was
okay
checking
too.
out the chief's house.
Oh, a little
I
stretch.
didn't think our Alibaba would be so young.
Young?
Well, she's probably about the same age as you guys. At least her voice was pretty young sounding. Oh, and she had long hair, too. At the very least, she's surely no amateur. She completely overheard your conversation with the chief. And she can hack into our chats, too. Even if she can't take Medjed down directly, she might have some kind of lead on them.
What an odd girl. Just who is she?
In any case, we'll need to rely on Futaba to get closer to Medjed. Let's meet up again tomorrow. How about we do it in here? It's way too hot outside. Anyway, make sure you let everyone know.
Got it. Okay, kitty. We'll do what you say. Oh. Jumping through time.
Futaba Sakura? She had one of these palaces? Hold on. While Medjed was targeting you, you chose to deal with someone completely unrelated to them?
They were an unseen enemy. Are you surprised? That's right. Let's be edgy. They were an unseen enemy.
How was Medjed... What you said about the Sakura family generally falls in line with our investigation. It appears you aren't feeding us a false testimony.
Nope. Of course not. I'm not lying to you. Finally listening.
If you're lucid enough for jabs, you can get back to your story. It's still unclear to us as to how the Phantom Thieves dealt with Medjed since their identity is unknown. If you tell me something coherent, I may be a little more willing to believe you.
I do forget that Joker was just drugged before this interrogation. It seems Sainijima is starting to seriously listen to what I have to say. Gag it, confidant.
Still, to think the Phantom Thieves
Wake
would
it
have
up.
a hideout in the home of Wakaba Ishiki's daughter. What a coincidence. No. Perhaps it's fate. Regardless, we don't have time to waste. Continue with your story.
I think I'm sitting a little off center.
Seriously?
They're seriously holding an emergency meeting right when summer break is starting. I guess they need to set some rules when the world's eyes are on us because of the Phantom Thieves. Stuff like don't do anything that will hurt the school's reputation, spend your summer break quietly. I can't stay quiet with all this excitement going on. Medjed's statement was insane. People of Japan, you must not worship the Phantom Thieves. They said, oh, it could just be a joke. There's talk that this could lead to the biggest leak of private data to date. I wonder if they're going to target another site. I'm curious to see how the Phantom Thieves act. That's what I'm looking forward to most this summer. It'll be the perfect escape from exam studies. But the Phantom Thieves need to take action. They're the ones Medjed's after. This is bigger than I thought. We can't leave this be. You're right.
Yep.
Let's get this assembly out of the way. We have our own business to attend to.
Morning.
Oh, hey, Ren. Morning. Is there something over there? Come on, let's go. We're gonna be late. Okay, skip. Skip.
Man, that assembly had me bored to tears.
Oh, I'm kind of glad we didn't have to sit through it.
Huh? Did you have school too, Yusuke?
I'm doing laundry, so these are the only clothes I had to wear.
You really should buy a couple more outfits.
Come now, we didn't gather here to make small talk, now did we? Let's get to Alibaba's case. Well then, I'll start. It looks like Futaba was listening in on LeBlanc.
But why would she want to listen in on the cafe?
I have no idea.
It's just like Boss said. She's a tough nut to crack.
In any case, her hacking skills will be absolutely necessary if we wish to stand up to Medjed. Going by what she has told us, we may even be able to identify who they are.
We'll have to trust in her skills for now, then.
Anyway, we found out that Futaba has a palace. But can someone who isn't evil have one?
That doesn't matter. A palace is the materialization of distorted cognitions brought about by strong desires. That's all. It just so happens that a lot of warped people turn out evil. She's so young, though. Pain she's gone through must be the cause of her distortion.
Maybe that has something to do with why she calls herself Alibaba.
According to the chief's story, Futaba has auditory and visual hallucinations, right? There's a chance those are related to some important memories she's holding. It's hard to explain, but those memories may have been warped by the distortions.
Basically, we just gotta steal her treasure, right?
Well, yeah.
So do we all agree about taking on Futaba's palace?
She's asked us to do so. I don't think that part is an issue. If we heal Futaba's heart, it will not only help Boss, but she can then assist us with Medjed.
I agree.
I've been wondering about how Boss said a lot happened after Futaba's mom died too.
Hold on a second. Our investigation of her palace may not go like anything we've done up to this point.
Why's that?
Having an individual ask you to steal their heart is an extremely irregular case. There's no telling what the palace ruler's disposition will be like, or the distortion that'll be there. We may run into some unforeseen situations. Do you still want to go in?
Worse, we have to.
Alright. Let's just make sure we're cautious.
Well, let's get cracking on those keywords, huh?
The ones we have at the moment are Futaba Sakura and Sojiro Sakura's house.
We got the who and the where, so all that's left is the what, right?
Let us try going to their house first.
Boss is busy running the cafe, isn't he? We should make sure he doesn't suspect anything.
Important memories, huh? I'll be able to remember everything if I turn back into a human, right?
I hope so.
That has to be the case. I definitely want this mission to succeed. If we can retrieve Futaba's memories, then I'd bet we can get mine back too. In any case, it's not every day you stumble upon a hacker like her around. You really do have a gift, don't you?
I'm just lucky.
You sure live up to my expectations.
Great expectations. Ooh, allows you to craft all infiltration tools. Cool.
Right.
Hey, they went on without us. Let's hurry and catch up to them. Now the last keyword.
She's a shut-in, so we just gotta figure out what she thinks her house is. If she can't get out, maybe a prison?
Perhaps a labyrinth with an unknown exit.
Maybe an oasis?
Nothing so far. In that case, how about hell?
Mm.
We don't have nearly enough clues.
If only we could ask her directly.
We can. Come on, let's go see Futaba.
We can't break into somebody's house.
What do you mean? We're sneaking in.
You have to be joking.
That's so
Will the door
illegal.
be locked for sure this time?
I'll take care of that. Oh, and I figured out where Futaba's room was when I snuck in last night.
What if we run into Boss, though? There's no way we'll be able to avoid his questions.
He's at work now, so I think we should be fine.
Damn, these guys are
Getting
risky.
cold feet, Makoto? Don't worry, it'll be nothing. We've gone through loads of shit like this already.
This is our only choice, right? I suppose Futaba did get in contact with him. Perhaps she'll at least be willing to speak with him? Very well. Let's do this.
This is Futaba's room.
Damn, we really did it, huh?
Futaba-chan, you're in there, right?
There's no answer.
Futaba-chan, are you there? I'm sorry for being startled and screaming yesterday. It was so dark that I got scared.
No reaction whatsoever.
She's probably terrified that we broke into her house.
You're listening, right, Alibaba? Is it Alibaba?
Why are you here?
Why is she only reacting to that name?
You're Futaba Sakura, aren't you?
She's not responding again.
Does she not like us saying her name?
We don't have time to dally around. We need her keyword before dealing with Alibaba's identity.
We want to learn more about you. If we don't do so, we can't steal your heart. The reason why we came here is because we need the keyword to enter your palace. That's why we want to talk with Futaba Sakura herself, and not Alibaba. You don't have to show yourself, just answer some questions for us. Chat messages are fine.
Okay.
All right then. Our leader, the guy who lives in LeBlanc's attic, wants to speak with you. We're counting on you. Try and get a keyword out of her.
What do you want to hear? What's this house to you? A house is a house.
Looks like you should ask something different.
What do you want to hear? How is living in this house? It's painful. Why? I don't know.
Looks like
It's painful. Why don't you go out? I can't leave this place. I'm going to die here. Is this going to continue? Why do you think that? Why? This place is my tomb. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, this arc is crazy. It is crazy cosmic. I do love it though.
Input accepted. Searching for routes to
To be honest, I don't really remember what happens exactly in it.
yes. It was plenty.
So I'm excited to relive it again.
Your promise of helping us if we complete your request.
But I love how different it is from everything up until this point.
Well then, let's hurry up and go. And clicky.
Also, welcome back, Cosmic.
You idiot! Don't activate it here!
Oh. Is she gonna get pulled in with us? Wait, I forget what happens. Drama. Oh.
It's a desert.
Yeah, we see that. Wait, what the? Our clothes are still the same?
Also,
Futaba
everyone's
herself is
barefoot.
asking us to steal her heart. It'd be odd if she saw us as a threat. If she doesn't see us as an enemy, then your clothes don't change. That's how it works. But more importantly,
Oh my god,
I told you to be
Ryuji in
cautious.
socks in the
Why'd you
sand.
activate it
That
like
must feel crazy.
Is that why we ended up in a desert? Where's the tomb? Oh, it's so damn hot here.
Even though we entered right in front of her room, we didn't end up inside it.
She must really want to keep people away from her.
I see.
What a bleak feeling this place has. It's the complete opposite of Kanashiro's bank.
Let's hurry up and get going. Where's the palace?
Is it that way?
Oh yeah, there's something shiny.
A tomb in the desert. I see. Anyway, let's make our way there.
Isn't that kind of far?
Are we gonna walk?
Of course not. My paws will get burned.
Come on, Buzz.
I'll make sure to put the AC on full blast.
You're so considerate.
Right.
All right, let's roll.
Cutscene. The music in this part goes hard. Bow, bow.
It's stuffy.
Oh my god, is this the scene where they're like sweating through their shirts? Yeah, of course it is.
It still means opening the windows to the hot desert air. Hey, On, can I have a drink? Didn't you have mineral water?
Damn. Anime moment. The bra straps. I know.
How are the guys?
Bruh, we don't need to see that. Yusuke. The band-aid.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Hello, the typo. Sing. No way. Ain't no way. I know. This game is this is an anime game, so it has moments. Very anime.
It's so hot.
The AC ain't working at all. What the hell was that lukewarm air about?
That was the best I could do, so quit your yapping.
For real? You are so half-assed.
What was that? You want to fight, punk?
Oh my god, he's gonna punt him.
Jeez, shut up. It's hot, so don't make me more irritated.
To think her palace would be a pyramid.
Hey, a pyramid's a tomb, right?
Thanks for lurking, BZ.
it's a
Yeah,
pharaoh's
no
tomb.
worries. Be in and out.
That's
Do
how
whatever
it's
you gotta
mostly
do.
known.
Thanks for being
There are
here.
a variety of theories on it. For instance, it's even said to be a device for reviving the dead.
Reviving the dead.
Also, if you see me like grabbing my face,
beautiful
I'm trying to
nonetheless.
massage my jaw.
Perfectly conform to the golden ratio.
Hey guys, can we go in already? I'm gonna melt.
My jaw gets really tight sometimes when I talk too much.
Oh man.
So freaking hot. Okay. Let's see. Can we get in through the front door?
It seems.
So this is how she thinks of that house.
Indeed.
Who knows what might await us within this? What's your call, Joker? Let's go.
Okay. Yes.
Oh wow. Wait. I'm kind of surprised we got in.
Whoa.
Oh, it's nice inside. Is this palace air conditioned or something? It may be because Futaba's room is reality has AC pumping through it. Either way, this is a relief. Banger song alert. I know. Yes, Cosmic. This part of the game has the best music. I feel like we gotta do something with this eventually. Whoa, this palace is cool. Oh, the ones and zeros, because it's all like computery too. Whoa, whoa. Damn.
This is amazing.
Oh,
I wonder if that's where the treasure waits.
Let's go.
That would be too easy if that were the case.
Hey,
Hey.
It's beautiful.
you think so?
Oh, there she is. Persona 4 moment.
Hey, is this?
That's Futaba's shadow. It isn't the real her.
Oh yeah, you've seen her face. True, this one's kind of dressed like a queen.
So you're Futaba Sakura.
Hey, where's the treasure?
It's doubtful that you wouldn't know where it is.
Hey, say something.
Don't be like that. I'm sorry, Futaba-chan. It's okay. There's no need to be scared. So, can you tell us where your most treasured possession is?
This is going nowhere.
Let's just leave her.
Will you guys shut up for a bit?
Those who plunder my tomb, why have you come?
She talked, but
What are you saying? You want us to steal it, right?
If you believe you can steal it, then try as you might.
That's rather defiant sounding.
Perhaps this is that tsundere thing, where someone is harsh or sweet depending on the mood.
Considering the state that my palace is in, there is no way that you can steal it.
Oh?
What are these voices?
Murderer?
Damn.
this is horrible.
Hey, the hell is this?
Oh, she floating.
That's right. I did it.
What?
Oh.
I am the one who killed my mother.
What was that?
Oh,
My
drama.
mother exists here. I will remain here. I will do so until I die.
Oh, well, that worked.
Our clothes.
She sees us as a threat now. What's going on?
This again.
Oh, Futaba.
That's right. I killed Mom.
I feel so bad for
Deserve
her.
to be alive. This place is a tomb. I'll die here.
Damn, she's got a fierce keyboard though.
No! Someone help me!
Oh, we're gonna help you, Futaba.
Damn it!
It does hurt. No, like like the fact that her palace is a tomb shows so
This is
much, like, you
bad.
know, how
I'm having a
buried
hard time getting a
deep
grasp of
her
our
thoughts and
situation.
emotions are.
We should regroup and...
What now?
And oftentimes tombs were made for people before they were even dead, too, which is interesting. Oh, giant boulder. Okay. Goodbye.
Wait!
I always wondered what palace I would have if I were to have one. Well, interesting. I guess that depends on how distorted your heart is and in what way.
You're right.
That's a fair point. It's always something that's like, so this game obviously is doing, like, since they're thieves, every palace is something that thieves steal from. So it's like we have a castle, we have an art museum, we have a bank, and now we have a tomb. So it's like, what else could there be?
The Phantom Thieves, whom they singled out, have not made any notable actions at this time. Will Medjed carry out their cyber terrorism?
In order to stop them, we need to help Futaba Sakura before the 21st. Our deadline is about 2 days prior, so the 19th.
Meeting up in Shibuya, then coming here is a pain, right? Let's make this place our hideout for a while.
Convenient.
Is everyone fine with this place being our next hideout then?
I love the hideout at LeBlanc. It's so
We must
good.
Take care not to be discovered by boss.
There's no telling what may happen inside that pyramid. We all need to be cautious so that place doesn't become our graveyard.
Mm.
Man, this is gonna be one crazy summer vacation. We're dealing with international hackers and looking for a treasure in a pyramid.
How can you be enjoying this? This is a crisis of whether or not our group continues on, you know?
I know that.
That reminds me. While we were in the Mona car, you were staring at me with a dirty look.
I can't imagine how loud they are when they go upstairs and have meetings. Yeah, especially in this old building. We're in an attic. The floors are creaky. They can hear everything through there.
It was a great view.
It's like, good thing the restaurant isn't that popular because we would be sold out so quickly.
Indeed. The pyramid's golden ratio was truly a sight to behold.
It ain't what I'm talking about.
It's honestly, I'm surprised Sojiro doesn't find out about it sooner. Okay, we're about to go back into ads.
It's not that you weren't, but that you couldn't since you were transformed, am I right?
I probably won't play for much longer.
all right
I'm getting
like this?
sleepy. But also their hideout at the crossing where there are a ton of people. Wait, that one is crazy because it's so public and Ryuji's just screaming the whole time about it. It's like actually insane.
Not again.
Ah, Futaba. Oh shit. She looks horrifying. Futaba, no. Well, that sucked. Is doing this really going to help us do something about Medjed? Do they truly intend to follow through on their threat? It'd be a shame if our efforts were a waste. Oh, intercepted the chat. Medjed will definitely make a move. I'm checking in on your progress. How much longer will it take? Your heart is more problematic than we had anticipated. Hey, Alibaba, can you really do something about Medjed? Of course. Unfortunately, we have next to no evidence to support that. Your work will be rewarded, I promise. Besides, you have no other option, do you? I suppose that's true. Can you do stuff like take down a server? Show us. Hey, don't start any trouble. That's all it would take to convince you? Alright, I ask that you take care of this quickly. Until then. Wait, are you ditching us again? This is troubling, but we need to do what we can at the moment. I have concern for Futaba herself during all this. Man, why'd this have to be during summer vacation? We don't have any other choice. Ren, as always, we'll leave it up to you to call us together.
The palace bothers me too. We have to do this.
What's the deadline for this? Hey, this is horrible. The fan site is gone. I tried to access the URL, but it says the page doesn't exist. Drama. The fruit of my labors completely disappeared. Do you think it's because of Medjed? It has to be. Is this supposed to be some kind of penalty for cheering for the Phantom Thieves? They're totally jumping the gun. There's still time until the cleanse. Hold on, something came up. Is this proof enough for you? What is that supposed to mean? Do you think it's a virus? Oh, calm down. It looks like everything's back to normal. Sorry for making a fuss about all this. Gonna try and look into it a little bit more though. I'll see you.
Was that Alibaba proving what she said earlier? Talk about a crazy thing to pull off.
Well, we asked to prove it. Alright, we got our new plans. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Let's see, what should we do? Maybe we can make some infiltration tools. That might be a good use of our time.
Okay.
Oh, we can make everything. Honestly, we have a lot of lockpicks. What's a perma pick? Oh, a tool that can open any number of locked treasure chests. Wait, cool. Let's do this. We need to work on our proficiency anyways. Nice, we got 5. Okay, we'll be good for a while then.
Nice. Well then.
Heat wave. Oh, if we want Futaba's help, we're gonna have to steal their treasure by the day before the deadline. So we have to find the treasure by the 18th and send the calling card by the 19th. Okay, how long is that? 2 weeks? 26 days. Oh my god. Everyone wants to hang out. Of course. Okay. Oh my god, I feel like I never hang out with Yusuke. Let's hang out with him. Oh, he wants to go to the palace. Okay, she wants to hang out. Wait, if we... Okay. I want to max out these guys as soon as I can, honestly. Okay, let's see how close we are with Ryuji.
Hey. You think? Hey.
Yeah. Honestly, let's hang out with him so he's ready. Honestly, he would appreciate going here, I think.
Let's go.
Isn't that place for couples? Yeah, that's why I'm taking you, duh, Ryuji. Here we are, just two dudes, alone at the amusement park. Not like that's anything wrong with that, though I guess it'd be better coming with a girl. Whatever, I'm accepting my fate. Come on, let's get over at the roller coaster. I'm ready to scream. Don't get sick again, okay? We got some bro time in with our boy.
Whoa.
They want to kiss. Come on. Hey, when they get stuff, you gotta use your muscles for. Come on, let's blow off some steam. Man, couples freaking everywhere in this place. I wonder what they're thinking about us. Not the gay panic.
Ah, you're back.
Just what's Medjed gonna do? It's hard for me to even fathom what it could be. Really, people have been up in arms about the whole cleanse thing. To think a global hacker group could be targeting us. Should we just ignore them? We have to act, sure, but no matter how you look at it, we need a countermeasure. Our best bet would be Alibaba, but she may not be capable of it in her current state. I guess we should think of some other ways to then. Yes, it would be best to have as many solutions as possible. Well, we still got time, so let's come up with something good, okay? Okay, I don't think we can advance with Sojiro.
Oh. Bye.
Oh, Fridays and Saturdays. Why? I feel like we did her on a Tuesday one time. Okay, well... I want to go back to the fortune teller if we can. And we can start her confidant. They've revealed more anime NYC guests, and oh my lord, I'm so excited. Whoa, who's there? You're some of your faves?
Hey.
Alex Lee? Whoa. You're gonna say a bunch of people I don't know, by the way. Probably. Okay, skip. She's scamming this guy too.
What?
Hey, were you eavesdropping on us? That's an invasion of privacy, you know. Girl, it's the street. It's public. It's not good to scam people. I don't appreciate your accusation.
The thing is...
You see, some fates in this world are simply inescapable. The demon within your boyfriend's heart cannot be exercised by normal human methodologies. Fate is absolute. Although I guess you might be able to control the demon's temper if you bought another holy stone. I'm not entirely sure who you are, but do you know of any other way I can approach this problem? What's your boyfriend's name? Huh? His full name is Yuya Uchimura. Alex Lee, this is the Makoto P3 protagonist. Hell yeah. Wait, that's sick. That's amazing. The original? I'm gonna change fate. You honestly believe you can do something? Oh, cool.
Gracious.
Very cool. Is the P3 original protagonist voices someone, right? Doesn't he voice not Makoto's dad, but somebody? I feel like I remember you telling me back when I was streaming. Yes, yes. What do you think you're doing? If you keep giving false accusations like that, the divine power will rain punishment down upon you. You look so pleased with yourself. I've seen everything. A vision of you groveling on the ground. Fate cannot be changed, and I will prove that fact to you. If that woman stays with her abusive boyfriend, she will meet a horrible injury within a year's time. Now, if you honestly believe you can change her destiny, go ahead and try. But once you realize the error in your thinking, come back and let a true expert handle things. Yeah, right. Spider-Man and Sasuke? Oh. He voices them? Oh, PPP. Since it's summer vacation, I'll be heading to LeBlanc tomorrow afternoon. The cafe is cool and quiet, and it's relaxing with the Sayuri there. It's a peaceful place. I'm thinking of relaxing and reading a book. Moreover, we can easily meet up should something occur. We can kill two birds with one stone. Don't worry, if you already have plans, I'll be stopping by either way. If you'd like, we could spend some time together. Yeah, let's hang out with him. Oh, she was recently in Marvel Rivals and voices Magic. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, it's panning out to be awesome for you. Wow, I can't believe it's 100 days. Inviting a confidant to your room. If your confidant sends you a message prior, they might visit LeBlanc and you can invite them up to your room and spend some time with them. Torrential rain, whoa.
Well then.
Let's hang out with Yusuke if he's here.
Hi.
I've been waiting here for you. I brought an art book I'd like to read with you. I may be able to improve my charm. Yeah, let's do it. All of the Don English classes there. That's sick. I need to rewatch that. It was a really good anime. I loved that. This room is quite comfortable, just as I thought. It does remind me of my atelier. This is also a fine place to relax and enjoy a good book. Yes, I'll be visiting more often. You know, I never asked, what kind of art do you like? I like comforting stuff.
I see.
Yes, of course. Art that brings you solace, a sense of peace. That is good art. But how is art imagery capable of this? Where in that art does the feeling of peace come from? It's a mystery that's baffled philosophers for generations. It is a mystery of the heart. Thanks for sharing your opinion. It was enlightening. Ooh, nice. Look at the time. To have to come all this way only to depart fills me with profound sorrow. You'll get closer to your friends if you spend more time with them, but it will also take up your evening.
You have some time?
Want to go to the bathhouse? Hey, yo, we gonna go to the bathhouse with Yusuke?
My apologies.
We getting steamy up in here with the boys. We went on a date with Ryuji, now we're going to the bathhouse with Yusuke. This game knows what it's doing. Did our relationship go up? Yeah.
I see.
It's been quite some time since I last indulged in a warm bath. I had nearly forgotten how wondrous it feels. Do you get to soak up this paradise every day? I'm green with envy. Ooh, you're gonna overheat.
So I could melt.
You're right. I'm beginning to feel a tad lightheaded. I shall be careful, thank you. The warmth is permeating through my body. Yeah. We've been in the bath for a good while. Do you suppose it's time we head out?
See you later.
Oh, damn, everyone wants to hang out with me. I'm gonna hang out at your place tomorrow during the day. If I'm at the hideout, I can move out whenever. Well, I'll bring some manga, so you don't need to worry about me. If you got stuff to do, you can just ignore me. See ya. Is everyone gonna try to hang out? Everyone wants me to waste all this time. We just hung out with Ryuji, so I feel like maybe we shouldn't do that. What are you doing? It's her again. How much longer are you gonna wait? Do you not care about reporting you to the police? Well, slow down. Just give us a little more time. I can't do that. We're trying our best here. If you truly cannot wait any longer, go ahead and report us. Hey, maybe I can give you a little more time. Maybe.
Alibaba doesn't know what's happening, so I'm sure she's getting anxious. We'll just have to try and appease her for a while.
Nah, we're gonna keep hanging out with our friends. Sorry. I got some confidants to check up on. Okay, sorry, Ryuji. We're gonna... Oh! We can hang out with, Yoshizawa. Yeah, let's do it. We're, like, almost done with her confidant.
Hello.
Oh, it's not gonna grow, though.
I feel like dancing.
Just kidding. Sorry. Sorry. Let's see. Does anyone else want to hang out? Thanks for the alert, Cosmic. I wonder if we can go with On, honestly. Oh.
It's you. Why? An idea has
Yeah,
dawned
we do gotta get his higher. Oh, another spot. Love it, love it.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up the guide so I say the right
Indeed.
things. Wow, this painting is cool. I do really love it. In addition to the exhibition aspect of this show, there's also an evaluation portion. I believe my piece truly stands out among the sea of art here, and yet nobody has come to see it. Perhaps they're so afraid of the truth held within that they dare not take a closer look. What is this supposed to be? There's a dark, almost sinister aura emanating from it. The title is Desire. I see no desire here. I understand now. This area's for students. The artist likely decided to paint this on a whim. Indeed, there is neither elegance nor emotion in this piece. Come, dear, there are much more detailed paintings over here. What? No need to worry, I'm not bothered in the slightest. That was nothing more than a drivel of unrefined commoners. I needn't pay any mind to them. As long as those who are in the know understand my work, I will be happy. This is... A knowledgeable patron has arrived. I would like your opinion, sir. What are your thoughts on this piece? I can see quite clearly why it was accepted into the exhibition. The technique is excellent. However, the composition as a whole is mediocre at best.
What did you say?
How dare you? Are you the artist? The title is listed as Desire, but that idea is quite overused. Some may even call it stale. If you want to paint an abstract work with such an old theme, you must inject some individuality into it. What? Take another look. Try to remove yourself from the artist's bias. These brushstrokes are splendid given your age, but does this painting really tell you anything? It's empty, devoid of meaning. I suggest you take a more critical eye to your work in the future if you truly want to progress as an artist. My work is empty? Don't let it bother you. Indeed.
Why?
Why? I put my heart and soul into this piece, captured the very essence of desire. It was supposed to lay bare the reality of the world. Perhaps he was right. It may be empty after all. These colors, these brushstrokes, they do not convey the true meaning of desire, only my conception of it. I haven't captured desire. Desire has captured me.
How could this be?
Whoa, drama. You just gotta get up. We're in public. Come on. Hey. Okay. Come on. Not on the tile. Come on. This isn't... This is just the beginning. This isn't like you. Oh,
Agreed.
you're correct. Surrendering myself to fate only after one failure would be very much unlike me. Still being criticized by someone with such a keen eye is truly painful. But that is all the more reason I must break out of my slump. I must prove my ability to him. Yeah, that's the spirit. I will start by painting. After that, I will paint beyond, which I paint even more. Nice.
All right.
Let us return home.
Ah. Alrighty, everybody. I am
You're back.
extremely sleepy. Talking about The Last of Us really took it out of me. So I will be stopping here. But thank you for everybody who came in today. Thank you for the new follow. Zen, appreciate you. But I'll see you all on... Oh, I think tomorrow I'm streaming. So I'll see you all tomorrow. But thanks all for being here. Super, super appreciate all of you. Love you. Get some sleep. Good night and goodbye.